Greetings, Lux lovers! Welcome back. Here we believe in intentional luxury and we're not afraid to invest in pieces that will work for us. So if that resonates with you, then please consider subscribing and stay a while. Well, St. Patrick's Day is upon us here in the United States, and for a green lover, this is our time to shine. It's like our Super Bowl. It's like our Oscar night, to put as much green on at the same time and give high fives all around. So I just had to put together a special video to share a much requested comparison of some of my favorite green bags. My Menthe Bolide and my special order Mini Kelly, both in the beautiful color Menthe. And at the end, I'll tell you my final thoughts. So sit back, grab your fancy Hermès mug of tea, and let's begin. So first, I'll start with this baby, my Bolide 1923 in the mini size. The leather is Chèvre Chamkilla in the color Menthe with gold hardware. This has a special place in my heart because I got this in 2024 from my trip to Paris, from my leather appointment that I had with the George Sank store. And I almost didn't go home with this baby because I knew I had another Menthe bag in the works based on my special order, but the heart wants what it wants and I just couldn't say no. And then my second bag is in here, and it is my special order Mini Kelly in the Cellier style. This is also in the color Menthe, but this time we have the Chèvre Mysore goat skin leather, also in gold hardware. So as you can see, we are just on green overload here. I can't wait to compare these two and really get into it because I do have some thoughts. And also, to get into the spirit today, you'll see that I'm wearing my new Menthe double tour Ruly bracelet, which I bought because I knew I had the Menthe bag on the way. And I'm also wearing my Menthe belt that I got in Austin last year. So you'll see more of that when I do the mod shots. I just wanted to show my latest creation that I did based on my new rhinestoning hobby. And it is this. I did these rhinestones and I just love how it came out. I actually found the base Birkin type bag charm on Amazon, and obviously it looks very familiar. But then I just rhinestone my heart out, and look how that came out. Oh my gosh, this is like a little wicked bag. It is so cute, but I just wanted to provide that little update. So the first I'll do is weigh these bags. And actually this might be a good opportunity before I put this onto the Menthe Bolide for us to quickly compare the sizes. Ooh, so as you can see, the Bolide strap is longer by a good bit. I'll measure that later. So this is the Mini Kelly hardware, and this is the Bolide hardware. Upon first glance, it looks exactly the same. And then you have the Hermès stamp on the other side. So the first thing I'll weigh is my Menthe Bolide, and that is 174 grams, or about 0.38 pounds. And then the Mini Kelly is 197 grams, or 0.43 pounds. Yeah, if I had to just do a quick comparison, this does feel heavier, and I wonder if it's because it just has clearly more hardware. Also, the leather just seems a bit more substantial, but both are coming in under half a pound each, so I would say the weight is not really that important. And if we're talking about measurements, the Mini Kelly, I believe it's supposed to be 20 centimeters across, but let me just measure that out now. So if that's to the 0, this actually looks like it's closer to 19 inches. So I know these bags are all variable. And then if I just measure the base of the Menthe Bolide, and it also looks like it's about 19 inches. So if I had them side by side, it looks like that. And then if I show you underneath here, clearly you can see that the base of the Menthe Bolide is wider. But if I show you the comparison here, it's actually pretty equal looking in terms of the length of the base, except one is Cellier and one is Retorn. That's good to know, but you definitely get more of that volume for the Menthe Bolide from the base. Here's what the sides look like. And if I measure the straps, I was actually surprised that they were different. If the Bolide strap is longer, I wonder if I could get away with using my Menthe Bolide strap for my Mini Kelly if I needed that longer length. This looks like it is 100 centimeters, not including the hardware. So then let's go to my Menthe Bolide one. This is 80 versus 100 centimeters. Let's talk about the leathers and compare that. So like I said, my Menthe Bolide is in the Chamkilla Chèvre leather, and you can see that it is way shiny. And I found a really good Purse Bop article, which I'll link below, but they were saying that Chamkila was first produced in 2018. Chamkila actually means shiny in Hindi. The grain is very small, which definitely seems to be true, and the leather is smooth and shiny. I also read that all of the chèvre leathers are from India, so that was cool. And then here we have the chèvre Mysore, and this is also named after another city in India. The Purse Bop article went on to say that it's the most commonly used goat skin leather because of its durability, scratch resistance, and it's also used as an interior leather for other bags. So if we show them side by side, clearly you can see much more of that shiny finish on the Bolide, whereas this one does look like it would be very hardy. So not all chèvre leathers are created the same. Even though these are both in the color menthe, it is so interesting to see how menthe presents itself in the different leathers. In terms of look, I think that the Bolide definitely has a more understated look, and the Mini Kelly, even if you didn't know what a Mini Kelly was, or like the Hermès brand, it just looks a lot more dressy. I think it's because it has the shiny hardware and the gold buckles, and also the Cellier style makes it look a lot more dressy in my opinion. So if I was to go to something a little more casual, I'd probably carry my Mini Bolide, but if I went to an event, then I would definitely choose the Mini Kelly. And then let's talk about organizers. I actually did unbox an organizer from Zoomoni for my Mini Bolide, and as you can see, it has a slip pocket, same color on the inside. I don't put organizers in everything, but this one fit really well, so if you have it, you might as well. And I also opted for the thinner felt. And then for the Mini Kelly, I actually don't have a liner for this, nor do I think I'm going to use it. As you can see, it has that beautiful Verso Rose Mexico on the inside, but this is so small, I feel like it would just take up room. So for now, I'm going to hold off on an insert for this because I also just really want to appreciate that color. And if you're enjoying yourself so far, I'd love for you to consider subscribing. If you like extreme luxury product close-ups, thoughtful commentary, and luxury unboxings practically every other week, then you've come to the right place. So I did bring some items that I could pack typically into a bag, and I will, for the purposes of this, use it with the liner. We have my Chanel card holder, which I love. We have my phone, which does actually fit comfortably. I have my Hermès lipstick, my AirPods, blotting papers, tissues, a bastia. That is fitting well. I have my sunglasses, and there's obviously no way that this is going to fit in there. If I take out my phone and just leave the essentials, you can see that there is still a lot of space. And then I could always put my sunglasses in without a case, or maybe I could get like one of those fabric bags for glasses, and I would have more than enough space. So for the Mini Kelly, and again in my unboxing video you can see this as well, we could put my card holder, lipstick, AirPods, blotting papers, tissues, bastia. And even my bastia, like that all fits. And then the only things remaining are the sunglasses and the phone. So it's all a matter of trade-offs, because the phone can technically fit, but then you couldn't have your tissues and your bastia. So really it's up to you to know like what you like to bring around and what you don't. So I hope that helps, but basically it just shows that the Mini Bolide by far holds a lot more, but of course that's because it had more of a base to begin with. And then in terms of price point, I just bought this, it was a little over 10K. And when I got this in Paris, it was around 5,000 euro. And then I got the VAT back. So like, we're almost talking about double the price for a Mini Kelly. So to me, that is a huge factor in whether or not you want one or the other. And also in terms of the pre-loved market, this might go for 4x of retail, whereas this might go like 1.5x. I'm not even sure, but I'll put some below. So here we are. As you can see, I have my menthe belt with the silver buckle, and the Mini Kelly has that roughly 80 centimeter strap, and the Mini Bolide has the 100 centimeter. So this is what they look like together. So if I put them on the same hand, this is the difference. And if I put them on my shoulders, you can see that difference as well. I'm about 5'1" in the US. And I actually think for a shoulder carry, the 80 centimeter is a lot better. It only gets a little trickier when I put it crossbody. So we'll crossbody that one. And then we'll crossbody this one. As you can see, I do feel like the crossbody on the Mini Bolide is a lot more comfortable. That with the slope, it like hugs my hip as well. So it's just way more comfortable. And then with the Mini Kelly, it's like in this awkward area where the handles just like hit a weird point of the rib cage. It's just way more awkward for the Mini Kelly where that hits. I look like some weird Marvel crossing guard. I don't know, I haven't yet ventured out with the belt and one of these bags. I'm not sure if that would be too much, but I'm glad I have it. And then in terms of hand carry, this is what they look like. And then I can actually put my wrist through the Mini Kelly handle, and I can as well on the Mini Bolide, but I wouldn't recommend this for everyone. But it is possible. And then furthermore, just to show you the comparison between those two straps, here you can see that I will always be able to differentiate it because the Chamkilla is way more shiny than the Mysore. So I hope you found that helpful. So as for my final thoughts, I have to be perfectly honest and say that these are really comparable to each other. I shared previously that having my Mini Bolide almost took a little joy away from getting my Mini Kelly because they're just so similar in form and faction, almost. So I stand by my former statement that if you feel like a Mini Kelly is just a bridge too far and you don't want to play the game and you don't want to pay all that money on the secondhand market, then the Mini Bolide is just so similar that you can have just as much fun with it. Now, do I think I want more Bolides? Probably not. I do prefer the clean look of the 1923 style over the original styles because the original had a seam in the front and a patch. But honestly, I probably would have accepted a 1923 Bolide 25 if that was offered to me, because if you think about it, it's a similar size to the Birkin 25, which I also love. Like we saw, in terms of capacity, the Bolide holds a lot more, but in terms of being a small crossbody bag, they're very similar. In terms of value for money, the Mini Bolide wins hands down because it's almost half the price retail of the Mini Kelly. However, for overall looks, I think the Mini Kelly wins out because I like the look of the shiny hardware. Maybe it's not for everyone, but it just looks like such a ladylike bag. And if I were to hands down rank one over the other, I have to give it to my Mini Kelly. Not only is this one harder to come by in the boutique, but also this is my special order baby, which means I customized it to exactly what I wanted, and it is just a complete joy to wear. And I found I've been grabbing this a lot more than my Mini Bolide, but the Mini Bolide has its place in my collection. So thank you to those who've stayed with me to the end. Let us know in the comments which one of these is your favorite. I welcome you to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to see more of how I style these items in my day-to-day and other luxury moments. If you've enjoyed this video, I invite you to go down the rabbit hole that is my luxury chit-chat playlist, and I'll put that link here. Please like it if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!